Hey, good morning and welcome to today's Daily Dose. I'm Eric Watson, Team Watson, here in Bowie, Maryland, where our mantra is wealth, wellness, and winning. And the wealth is all about promoting a wealthy mindset, a mindset of being financially free, debt-free, and being able to pass on a financial legacy to your family. And the winning is all about, the wellness is all about keeping closely in mind those things that are in and around our bodies so we can live a longer, healthier life, which led me to my latest objective group that's called 50's a New 30. For those of us who are approaching the age of 50, over the age of 50, younger, whatever the case may be, who need accountability partners in their journey towards wellness. So we have a group of folks who can help with that, a group of folks who work together, talk about working out and challenge each other, and we are each other's accountability partners. So if you're interested, let me know. I can get you added to the group 50's New 30, and we can help you out with your wellness journey. All right. And the winning is all about promoting a winner's mindset, a mindset of those who will get knocked down but get right back up. Those who are not deterred by some of the curveballs and some of the obstacles that life may present. All right, you keep on going, you forge ahead, you set your sights on your goals, and you keep on going. That's what winners do. All right, and today I must say, as I say each and every day, I am yet again blessed to be blessed on today, what is the greatest day of my life. And some of you who don't know may ask, well, why is today of all days the greatest day of your life? Here's why. Because I was allowed today, as the most recent occurrence, for me to get up out of bed, walk amongst the living, take yet another breath, and more importantly, share with each and every one of you. And I truly feel that my ability to share is a blessing in itself. Everyone's not able. Everyone doesn't have the platform, so I am truly thankful for the ability to share with each and every one of you. And hopefully someone out there can be positively impacted, positively influenced by something that is said. So I'm hoping to touch at least one. I feel that if I can touch but one, my job is done. So hopefully someone out there will be touched by what is said. And again, I may not necessarily be able to directly affect that person, but if you feel like someone needs to hear what's said today, share it with them. Share this video through Facebook, share through conversation, share however you feel is necessary, but share it with that person that you feel like needs to hear what is said today. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get into today's Daily Dose, which is by a gentleman named John Maxwell. And I've read a couple of John Maxwell's books. He has some powerful information. John Maxwell, for those who don't know, he's an American author, speaker, and pastor who has written many books, primarily focusing on leadership. All right, and that's what we're talking about this week. All right. A couple of his titles include The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, very good book, and The 21 Indisputable Qualities of a Leader. I still have to read that one. But what John Maxwell said was, people buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. I'm going to say it again. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. All right. So to me, that says whatever you're striving for, whatever goal you have as a team, the leadership of that leader is what's going to get you there before you even consider, before you even think about the goal that you're striving for. It is that leader that's going to inspire you to push on forward and to get things done and to make things happen. All right. It is the leader before the vision. So let's go back a little bit. First of all, let's talk about what we talked about earlier in the week and how this all ties in. On Monday, we talked about how leaders provide hope. Okay, leader is an inspirational person who provides hope for those who need some inspiration and some hope to achieve their goals, right? So it's a person that will provide that positive mental attitude to help you move forward. All right, that's Monday. Tuesday, we talked about how leaders should be vulnerable. Okay, as a leader, you have to show some type of vulnerability to gain that trust that others have in you. Okay, you have to have some type of vulnerability to feel like for others to feel like they can relate to you. All right, so that's Tuesday. On Wednesday, we talk about how leaders produce leaders. They're not selfish or greedy with their leadership knowledge and skills. They try to share that with others and build leaders as they go. And yesterday we talked about leadership by example. All right. Don't talk about it, be about it, show me. All right. Lead by example. Now, for all those reasons, if you have someone and that's why this ties it all up today here on Friday. But if you have a leader who has all those qualities, they provide hope. They show vulnerability. They are anxious to produce leaders and help other leaders grow, and they lead by example. Those are, if you tie all that into your leader, that's somebody that's going to be so inspirational to you that you're going to look to that leader no matter what the goal may be, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the vision is. You're going to look at someone like that. You know what? Have you ever heard someone say, regardless of where you're going and what you're doing, I'm with you, right? That's the type of person you want to be as a leader, where you, regardless of where you're going, regardless of what your vision is, regardless of what your goal is, people will look to you because you possess those qualities that they will follow you to the ends of the earth. All right. And you look at it from a military standpoint, being in the Marine Corps for 20 years, I've seen good leaders and I've seen bad leaders. But, in the military, you don't necessarily, or you may not necessarily agree with your mission. But if you have an inspirational leader, you have that confidence in that leader that they would not lead you wrong. You have that trust in them, right? You understand that, okay, whatever we're doing, I trust that you as a leader would not lead us wrong. You're doing the right thing. So I would follow you to the ends of the earth. All right. And again, in the military, it's your job. So you have to follow, but there are those leaders that you would go above and beyond for because they are just that type of individual. All right. So, and again, when you look at it from a business standpoint, and I've looked at, businesses outside of mine, and I've seen, businesses that have such charismatic leaders that the people in those businesses would follow them to the ends of the earth, to the ends of the earth. Now, again, there's a flip side to that because it leads to, what I would consider, or what I call the Jim Jones effect, where, they can be charismatic leaders, but, are they necessarily leading you down the right path? However, if you truly look at the totality of the situation and you look at that individual as a leader and look at the direction and the vision, and you look at them, wholly as a complete package, you look at the vision, you look at the leader, sometimes, that leader, regardless of the vision, the charisma, the overall personality of that leader, the skills and the qualities of that leader will take over, and you'd be more apt to follow that leader regardless of where they're going. Now, I think, being intelligent people, you can see the vision. You can make that judgment for yourself, but do you want to be the type of leader that people would follow wherever you go? Right? Regardless of who you are following, do you want to be that type of leader that people would follow wherever you go? Do you want to be that type of leader where people will look to you like, you know what? I know I have trust and faith in his abilities, in his skills, in the fact that, he provides hope. He leads by example. He does all those things we talked about earlier in the week. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to do what he does because, whatever he does, he's going to be successful. And you know what? If he's not successful, then he's not making excuses. He's still providing hope. He's still doing those things. He's still leading by example. He may get knocked down. He's getting back up. He's showing all those qualities that I would like to have in a leader. Do you have someone like that you would be willing to follow? All right. Do you have someone in your organization, in your business, that you would be willing to follow to the ends of the earth? Someone that you look at and say, you know what? Whatever this individual does, I'm with him. I'm with him because I know he has my best interest at heart. He's looking out for me. He's doing what needs to be done. So I need to learn from this individual. He provides hope. He's a real person. He's not bigger than life and somebody that, I think I could never achieve his status. No, he makes it all real to you. So what type of leader do you want to be? Not necessarily the type of leader you're following, because again, sometimes, that thing can be, you can get to that point where you are that solid leader, but have a vision that isn't necessarily aligned with a lot of the people that are following you, right? So when you have that alignment, that's where everything starts clicking. But, sometimes you get that Jim Jones effect where, people don't necessarily have the same vision, but they're going to follow you anyway because you're a leader, right? But what I'm trying to get at is you personally, your personal growth, your individual growth. If you are put in that situation, what type of leader would you be? Would you be the type of person that's, I'm a leader and my vision, I'm going to ensure that my vision is aligned with those that are with me. And if not, maybe it's not right. Maybe I'm not the leader for them. But, you have to make that evaluation yourself. But first of all, you have to get to the point where you are that leader, that person with all the charisma, the leadership skills, all wrapped up in that big bundle that people are like, you know what? I'm following him, whatever he does, he or she does. All right. So I want to hear from you. I want to know, first of all, are you a leader? Do you consider yourself a leader? So we talked about all these things earlier in the week. Do you possess those leadership skills? And if not, what are you doing to improve yourself to get to the point where you are a leader? Do you have someone that you are modeling yourself behind? How are you improving yourself as a leader? What are you doing to improve your situation as a leader? All right. And if you're already a leader, right? Are you continuously improving your leadership skills? And do you possess those skills that we talked about before so that individuals will follow you as a leader and they look to you as a leader before they look at that vision? Are you that type of leader? All right. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. I want to seriously get an understanding of where you are with your leadership skills. Are you a true leader? Are you someone that needs assistance? And, when we try to improve ourselves, there are things like, books by John Maxwell. And again, I highly recommend that 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. I highly recommend that book to help out and improve leadership skills. But what are you doing to build your leadership skills? All right. So with that, we talked about leadership all week. I want to hear from you all. Anything to do with leadership, let me know. Let's just have that discussion with regard to what you personally think about leadership and where you are in your leadership journey. I want to hear from each and every one of you. And again, you can reach me on Wealth, Wellness, and Winning on our Facebook page, on my personal Facebook page, and just let me know what you think. Where are you as a leader? All right. What type of leader are you? So with that, let me go ahead and thank those who joined me this morning, and give my appreciation to Rob Mosley, one of my fraternity brothers out there. What's going on with you, bro? Thank you for joining me this morning. Mark Rutenberg, thank you so much for joining me. Tiffany Fletcher, thank you much. I appreciate you. Taheem Cooper, thank you for joining me. And my wife, Tammy, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. John Dillard down there in Alabama. You're down there in Alabama still, right? No, in North Carolina. You went to school in Alabama. What's going on, JD? Give me a shout sometime. Darren Doc Thomas, one of my fraternity brothers from up north, up there in Buffalo, New York. What's going on with you, brother? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Nikamar Mosley, thank you for joining me. Kathy Watson, absolute superstar in business out there in SIP. Thank you so much for joining me. Riggins Astoria, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Kia Banks, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Mark Cameron, down there in Jamaica, man. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you, bro. And sorry I couldn't take your call yesterday. I was on a train, but I will be in the house today. So give me a call back and let's talk. And Mark said, like me right now. I think you're saying that you are that type of leader that folks are following. So continue to do what you do, brother. Hey, Lawan Ferguson, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you this weekend. We talked about our event that we're having, so check us out. Asha Marjani, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And Mark Cameron said different cultures require different kinds of leadership. Unlike America, being in Jamaica is a different thing. Very difficult doing business here using the same business formula. Wow. Okay. And I do understand that there are cultural norms wherever you go. Right. There are differences culturally, in Asia, Europe would kind of parallel the United States. But Middle East, the Caribbean, different cultures. I get it. So however that can adapt. But I think the same principle holds true. Right. That if you are a solid leader, they will look to you as a leader first and foremost, before they see the mission. So give me a call. Let's talk about that some more. Or we can dialogue some more on this string, and let's talk about it, Mark. Appreciate it. And Mark Rutenberg said, good morning, sir. Thanks for sharing. Great words to live by. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Larry White, Senior, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you. I love you all, and hope to continue to see a lot of these names from day to day. And again, I am so thankful to have this platform to be able to share. And again, if I can touch but one, my job is done. So hopefully somebody out there will positively receive what I had to say about leadership today. And again, the quote is by John Maxwell, and he said, people buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. All right. Are you that leader? All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I wish all of you a blessed and prosperous day. And until we meet again, bye-bye.